Should we flex and get pumped up?
Oh, gonna get it! Hey everybody, welcome to Get Up and Go. Today we're going to be talking about, what are we going to be talking about?
We're going to play a little game. We're going to play Two Truths and a Lie.
Or as I like to say, Truth, Truth, Lie.
Nobody says that though. It's two truths, one lie.
Truth, Truth, Lie. It's kind of like Duck, Duck, Goose. And then,
stupid.
And then we're going to be talking about our pick of the week, where just from the book of internets, we scour the book and we find our picture of the week.
Just something that tickled us, made us laugh.
Kind of brighten our day.
Yep.
And what are we going to finish with?
Then we're going to take a personality quiz because we know that you want to know about our personalities.
More about us.
And so I know you're thinking, is it Myers-Briggs? Is it whatever one of the other fancy ones are?
Yeah.
And it's not.
Strength finders?
It's not, though.
Yeah.
So you'll find out.
Yeah. Get up and go.
Get up and go.
Get up.
Yep.
Hey. Okay, here we go.
All right, guys, let's get this kicked off. We're starting
rolling.
off with two truths and a lie. Now, the way this game works is we have each compiled a list of things.
Wait!
Two truths and
No, I'm sorry. I have to tell you something.
What?
When we started the show, we agreed that we would always be transparent with one another and just share everything with one another. And I know the thing about the Ukrainian minister is already done, so we're past that. But I have to tell you something.
What?
Underneath the table, I've been eating a tiny bowl of cereal with a tiny spoon, and the cereal is tiny pieces of toast.
How dare you? How dare you keep something like this from me?
I can't stop.
What is the red on there?
Little pieces of strawberries.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Take it back. I'm not sorry.
But in the interests of honesty and transparency, I have also been eating a tiny bowl of cereal with a tiny spoon, and the cereal is tiny toast.
Well, I guess the shoe is on both feet now.
We're both black kettles.
Okay, I get where you went with that.
Calling the kettle black?
Impromptu review. We're going to be talking about this cereal that caught me off guard.
This cereal was sent here by heaven.
It's called Tiny Toast. Mm-hmm. We are not sponsored by anybody yet. Wink, wink. Insert your logo here. But when things are awesome, I am a promoter at nature, and I think that Riot is the same way. And so when things are like, whoa, we're gonna bring them to your attention. We're gonna be like,
and this is something that needs your
whoa.
attention.
Yeah.
This is cereal, and I used to love Reese's Puffs.
Yeah.
Honeycomb.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
But this cereal,
It
transcends what these other cereals have done.
And I was walking by it in the grocery store. I was getting some stuff, and I was like, you know what? I haven't had cereal in a while. And I was going for something else, and I saw this, and I was like, what? And here's what I think is fascinating about it. If you look at the box, okay, the box is very simple. There's a solid color. There's the representation of the logo, and then the cereal. But there's no cartoon characters. There's not even like a saying. There's not like a, hey, get some toast tiny.
There's
toast.
no saying. New.
Yeah. But it's sweet.
New.
It's delicious. And what it stands out to me is that it's a kid's cereal that's been designed and aimed at adults. Mm-hmm. And maybe even, I don't work for the marketing team at General Mills, but maybe specifically they were like, hey, here's the people that grew up on kids cereals. Mm-hmm. And maybe they're making the transition into, Special K or just
grape nuts,
granola stuff. I mean, I love Puffins. Okay, so no hate there.
Puffins.
You never had Puffins?
No.
Oh,
is it a brand or is it like a type of cereal or what is that?
Yeah, that's a separate. We're getting into that.
Are they shaped like Puffins?
No,
don't want them.
They're little. Sorry, Puffins. But these, I don't know. They're just really, really good. And then you start looking at the box, and there's little things like no high fructose corn syrup, no colors from artificial sources, and no artificial flavors. And that is super surprising because it's sweet and it's awesome, and it tastes really good. I have the strawberry version, which is the superior version. And
well, as you can see, let me grab one of the dry pieces. They are actual tiny pieces of toast. Look at this. It's a tiny piece of toast. It's even shaped like it. And
don't look away. Look at it.
And may I note, they did not use the butt pieces of the bread. It's only middle pieces of toast. So good on them.
Good on you.
This cat has been licking my tiny toast for like the past 10 minutes. And I've had to waste some pieces of tiny toast because they have butter slobber on them.
I actually have a tiny little dog under the table that guards my tiny little toast in my tiny little bowl that I eat with my tiny little spoon.
What's his name?
We didn't touch him. His name is Tiny Toast. Named in honor.
Oh, one interesting fact about these. How many grams of sugar did you say is in Special K?
Okay, Special K with red berries. Fair shot. This has strawberries in it.
That's a good cereal, too.
It's one of my other favorite cereals. And they certainly don't try to reach me as a demographic because you look on the back and the only advertising is it's gauged at women. I'm like, I like your cereal, too. Come on. Talk about me a little bit.
This
Sorry,
is 2016, man.
Yeah, come on.
We can like women's cereal.
But their cereal has 21 grams of sugar per cup. Tiny Toast has 9. 9. I thought that was wrong. I was like, no.
That's got to be 90 because the cereal's so sweet.
It's not too sweet. It's not too sweet where, you know when you were a kid and you would go up to a birthday cake and you'd be like, I want the piece with the
you would
most
just go up to a birthday cake?
Yeah.
Just roll
you're
up
just
to
like,
it?
hey, nobody's watching this birthday cake. Might as well introduce myself. Hey. There was always one kid at a birthday party where all the kids are hanging out, and then that one kid, his name might be like Bo or Chaz.
Chaz.
His name is Chaz.
Totally
No
Chaz.
offense. There's a Bo that I know that's a good friend of mine. He was my RA in college.
You were friends with your RA?
Yeah, he was a cool dude.
Nerd.
He could break dance. I was like, dude, you're awesome.
Well,
And
that
so-
changes things, I guess.
So everyone else would be hanging out, and this kid would be over there like pulling the little decorated pieces of frosting off the cake and eating them. Straight frosting. And this is before health consciousness of like sugar intake. And so a cake would be this much cake and then a frosting cocoon around it.
Of Spider-Man.
A fortress of frosting that made up the majority of it. But seriously though, do yourself a favor. Get this cereal. I have gone through an alarming amount. I think I've been aware of this cereal for a week, and I think this is one of those 5th box that I've had.
This cereal has almost cost you your marriage.
It's actually
doesn't
scary. What is in here? I want to know. I haven't seen anything like nicotine. Oh, there we go. No,
It's got to be crack.
it's just it gets very good.
Oh, there's 2 grams of protein in it. So for bodybuilders, it's great.
It's also good for your system.
You're going to have more calories from the milk than you are from the toast.
What are you doing to me? Anyways.
You're going to have more potassium from the milk than you're going to have from the toast.
Oh,
Wow, milk is like way worse for you than cereal.
who knew?
8%.
You see what I did there? You see what I did there?
What?
I said, who knew?
You didn't say who moo?
Who knew? Who? Oh no, that's Yoo-Hoo.
Who knew?
I think there is a drink called
How
Who Knew.
dare you tarnish the name of Yoo-Hoo?
Hashtag Yoo-Hoo Who Knew.
But actually, Yoo-Hoo is not even milk. There's no milk in it at all. If
Right.
you look at the ingredients, it even says chocolate drink. It's not even marketed as milk.
Chocolate beverage.
Yoo-Hoo's delicious.
It is
Feel
very
free to
good.
send us Yoo-Hoo. I will drink all of the Yoo-Hoo.
I've shown you the rate that I can consume these at, so let's work out something there.
Cool, but yeah.
Well, that was a impromptu interrupting moment, but
I think it needed to be done. There's some things that needed to be said there.
it wasn't just the promotion for the cereal. It was almost like an intervention for myself, where I had to tell everybody I've been eating this cereal more than any other food right now. Like I'm on a strict diet, and it's Tiny Toast.
I enjoyed that segment because I got to eat some Tiny Toast.
Eat some. I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
Like,
and then we're going to be
they sold
responsible
out.
for like
Yeah.
all these people in rehab for Tiny Toast, and it's going to be our fault.
And then General Mills will just like pull a lever and like
goodness.
shut down the production of Tiny Toast, and everyone will be like, "Rah!"
Well, to help with that
it'll be
digestion,
World War Z.
should we play a game?
We should.
I think we should play a game.
I think
Ready?
we should also play a game.
2 truths and a lie?
Truth, dare.
Nope, we're gonna.
This is truth, dare. Or no, wait, truth, lie. What
wanna
am I
play-
even saying?
We're just 2 dudes sitting here, and you want to play truth or dare? Bold
Where's
move.
this one gonna go?
Let's see how it pays off for him.
So obviously, this is a very self-explanatory game. We will share 3 things about ourselves. 2 things will be true. The last one will be the lie, and it is up to us to sniff out the lie,
And we
to narrow out the truth, and then the last.
we all
one's
picked
in.
some topics that we hopefully have not discussed with one another.
Right.
One another.
He's got his phone, but I've got mine down to memory
Wow.
because I'm awesome.
No one likes a bragger.
Boom.
All right, you ready for mine?
I'm awesome. Yep.
You ready?
Okay.
You
Yep.
think you can handle it?
Yeah.
All right. 2 truths and a lie, and not necessarily in that order either. Here we go. I am allergic to artichokes.
That's strange.
I have been knocked out twice by the same punch. Think about it. Yep. I have never owned a Nintendo 64.
Well, that sounds okay.
Let's see how he does.
I'm gonna do some outside logic here.
Okay.
Okay, artichokes. I feel like that's a common ingredient in Italian dishes, and we went to Pizza Roma the other day around the corner. We got some chicken parm sandwiches, but while we were ordering them, I didn't see any awareness on your end that you were like, "Oh, artichokes," and
That could be because I didn't order a chicken parm and artichoke sandwich.
cat butt. Okay, if you're gonna do that, just there you go. And that you brought that.
Dang it!
That's yours. So that can't be. So that narrows that one down. No, but you've
Forgot I brought a
two-punched-
Nintendo 64 controller
Yeah.
over here.
So I'm gonna say that you've definitely owned a Nintendo 64 because you brought that. Is that it?
Yes.
Dang it! It's like
I didn't even think that
it's like,
through at all.
I've never owned a
how-
shirt that was white
Look
with
how, like-
leaf prints on it.
Look how dejected I feel.
crap. Rightfully so.
Okay, well, yeah, you're... Crap.
I was like, you brought those here.
I don't have a gray cat.
All right, well, Griff did well that round. He, the lie, in fact, was that I've never owned a Nintendo 64. I am, in fact, allergic to artichokes, and I have been knocked out twice by the same punch.
Okay, now I have to know more details.
About the artichokes?
it. Yes, actually. No, okay. The two. So one punch knocked you out twice.
Yes. So,
Wait, did it not? So it knocked you out twice. So someone else knocked you out.
it was
Surprise.
one punch that knocked me out twice. Now, this is going to come as a giant surprise to you and probably to the
General
viewers.
public.
But I used to have kind of a confrontational problem.
No, didn't know that at all.
I enjoyed confrontation and
What?
yeah, and of course I've changed now and I'm a very mild-mannered gentleman these days. No. But I also had a bit
I've
of a
seen
mouth
you
on me.
drive. I've seen you drive, and I'm like gripping. I feel
I'm
it's
a
like those
safe
videos
driver.
when a drift car racer like puts their mom in the passenger seat, and she's like, "I'm excited to see what my son is doing," and they're like, "Buckle up, Buckaroo!" Like, she's like, "Ah!"
So you feel like my mom?
Yeah, I think I have some maternal instincts when I'm around
I think
you.
I could agree with that.
Yeah.
So anyway, this was what year was this? This was like 2009.
Okay.
This was about 7 years ago.
Wow.
I was a young lad, and
A wee lad.
and I was a
Can
wee
you tell the whole story in an Irish accent?
no, and I was a wee bit cocky, only because I'm not confident in my Irish accent. I was a wee bit.
Were you a wee bit cockney?
And we were down. Me and some friends were downtown Nashville for Halloween. And Halloween. We were down there hanging out with some friends, and I actually was not wearing a real costume. I was copying off of Jim off The Office, and I just wrote in Sharpie "book" across my face, so I had gone as Facebook.
Right. I remember that episode now.
Yep. I got sweaty, and it started like I looked like a woman that had been crying with.
You're right, but it started up here
Yeah.
instead of here.
Yep.
It was like going down.
Just bleeding Facebook.
That would
So
be
anyway,
creepy, actually.
We're leaving. We're about to head home. It's about
grudge.
2 a.m. We're walking down 2nd Avenue, which is the bustling area of downtown Nashville. wide sidewalk. We're walking past the spaghetti factory. I specifically remember the windows there.
Biscotti.
And it was me. It was one of my friends, two of my friends actually, and then one of the friends' girlfriend. And
Ooh.
so
it wasn't just a dudes.
it wasn't just a bro fest. We
fest.
had one of our
So it was Chaz.
one of our significant
it was
others
Trey, but there was also
there was
Laquan.
Tracy.
Leandria.
Leandria.
Tracy, that's a good one.
So anyway, because I don't want to give their real names. So we're walking down, and Tracy's kind of in the middle of us, and I'm in the back, because we're forming a wall of protection for Tracy.
Right.
Because you never know what's going to go down in downtown
It's a convoy.
Nashville. And so we're walking down there, and this group of other young men came walking past. We're going opposite ways.
Okay.
We're on this side of the sidewalk. They're coming down here, and one of these young men made a distasteful comment about Tracy.
Hey, Tracy, you got bad shoes.
Yeah. It was way more insulting than that.
Oh.
And
Wow,
I can't repeat it just in case my mom is watching. And
and
so being the honorable, arrogant, looking for trouble type of guy that I was, I had something to say about that. And I said something to that guy that I also can't repeat in case my mother is watching. And I thought I showed him because it was biting. It was clever.
It's concise.
I felt like it really must have cut him deep to the core.
Yeah, he was
gonna.
I need to rethink everything.
Yeah, I expected him to be at home, sitting on the top bunk of his bunk bed, just crying. And I was expecting he was gonna call out of work the next day just because of what I said.
Right. He had a picture of him on like a little table. He was just sitting there like.
Yeah. So that's what happened in my head. I say it. We continue on past. We're walking along. I'm feeling pretty good about myself.
You kept your back to him this whole time.
Showed that punk. And again, I was pretty arrogant. And then all of a sudden, I was struck by a force from behind, hit me right in the side of the face, and
It's a bird.
I remember the impact,
A flying bird,
hitting me, and I remember going down and then just going black. And my friends told me that the guy that I'd said that to turned around. His whole posse turned around.
Oh no.
Came up from behind me and just sucker punched me from behind. Boo! Just hit me right here. And I just went boom sideways.
Jeez.
My buddy said I just hit the ground super hard.
So that's one?
It's the one knockout. And as that happened, of course, my friends turned around to try and grab this guy, but his friends came rushing up, and attacked them. And one of the friends I was with, I was actually working for him at the time for his security company he had started.
Cool.
We worked in some rough and tumble clubs in some bad areas.
Maybe not the best crew to rush.
And so we were in fights quite often just for work, and so it was something we enjoyed doing. But anyway, so they started attacking them, and so I wake up. I was only
Don't
out.
get in fights.
I was only out for about 5 seconds, and so I'm laying on the ground, and I remember waking up, and I kind of look up, and I didn't lose my memory or anything. I knew exactly what happened. I kind of woke up, and I see my buddy. One of the better fighters of us actually roundhouse kick this guy in the face, and the other one had this guy up against
your
the
buddy
wall.
was Chuck Norris.
Yeah, and this other guy, one of my other buddies, had one of the posse dudes up against the glass window of the spaghetti factory.
Insane Clown Posse.
Up against the thing, and I kind of stand up. I'm super woozy. I'm like, wow, I just got knocked out.
Yeah.
That's not usually something that happens. And then the guy, and I was told that it was the same guy that hit me. This is my first time seeing him. I kind of stand up. He grabs my shoulder like this. And starts like pulling me towards him.
Right.
And I see him and just immediately, boom, hit him in his nose as hard as I can.
Wait, but what if he was gonna hug you? He was like, "Look, dude, I'm sorry.
I wasn't in the mood for hugs. Because I'm still mad about the distasteful comment he made about Tracy. So,
right.
Yeah.
Not even aware of the fact that he knocked you out.
Right. And so anyway, I hit him as hard as I could in the nose. He falls forward. Blood's going everywhere. He falls forward. I'm wearing a white
Still
t-shirt
trying to hug you.
as well. He falls forward, and I'm just kind of like, because I'm kind of dazed. His face hits my white t-shirt. Just streaks all down, and he falls down onto the ground, and I stand there, and then I just, like, the black edges just come across my eyes. I'm like, ooh. And I was out.
And you went out again.
And I woke up.
So that was number 2.
I woke up in my friend's truck. They carried me all the way to the parking garage, and I woke up in his truck, and I was like, I kind of woke up, and then I was super confused. I was like, what happened? And they kind of filled in the blanks. And
you turned into a unicorn, and you started breathing fire.
My friends were fine. I was the most injured out of everybody, and so I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, and they're like, dude, you gotta look at your face. And so I pulled out whatever crappy touchscreen phone was back then.
He's like,
it was like a BlackBerry Curve, I think. Nice. And so I'm taking pictures of myself and then looking at them because there was not a front-facing camera back then. Taking pictures of myself, and I noticed there's just I didn't have a beard at all. I was clean shaven. Big red hole right here. My incisor, like your pointy vampire teeth you have. Where he'd hit me, had popped through my cheek. Oh. Right there. All the way through.
it gives me
And
the
so I was like, ooh,
heebie-jeebies.
crap. So I get home and immediately go to the bathroom, and I'm in there like looking at my face. I'm fielding questions from my wife, who's
Right.
like, "Why are you all bloody?
What happened?
What happened to you?"
What'd you do?
And the standout moment for me was I bent down, turned the water on, got down to the sink, sucked some water in my mouth. And I was like, "That's a hole. I wonder if I can squirt water through it." And I went,
When did you think that?
squirted water through it, and it hurt worse than the hit. It like burned, sharp pains.
Well,
And,
yeah.
that's something I will never do again. That's the lesson I learned. Don't
Never
squirt
gonna-
water through a
don't
hole
shoot water
in your
through a hole
face.
in your face.
So there's a little scar there. You can't see it because of my mustache, but it's there.
That's actually the only reason that he has the mustache.
Because I'm insecure about
Yeah.
my
Insecure.
hole in my face.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
what happened.
Well, I think the lesson to be learned here is that you can't control the actions of other people, but you can choose what you do in response to them, right?
Right. Yeah. If you get
So-
knocked out, wake up, knock him out, and then go back to sleep.
I'm thinking more along the lines of if someone makes a distasteful comment, you can always choose to just walk away.
No, I was fighting for Tracy's honor. She's a great girl.
Oh. I'm still going to say that's probably not the best.
Hashtag
idea.
worth it.
Hashtag don't get in fights.
I recommend you get in fights. It's good. It's build your
don't
character.
suggest it. So, fun times.
All right. Well, let me try your
Okay,
your
okay.
truth and a lie.
Okay, so
But I'm gonna win immediately.
number one, I've never been outside of the United States. Number two, I studied mechanical engineering in college.
Okay.
And number three, I hate longboarding. I don't hate longboarders, but I hate longboarding, like where you go down a hill on a big skateboard.
Oh, dry surfing. Right?
You
It's
were
like,
ready-
it looks
you were
like a
ready with
surfboard, right? And you're just
Yeah.
doing it on the dry ground. Dry surfing.
You didn't just make that up. That's something you've heard before.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh my gosh.
That's what it seems like to me. It's dry surfing.
Hashtag dry surfing. I want a t-shirt. I want a t-shirt and it's just like a guy on a surfboard on grass.
That's what it is.
And he's just like,
Snowboarding is snow surfing. It's all because surfing happened before any of those, probably. Like that's
probably fair.
When the ocean people made their way to the
what,
land.
what about in the Ice Age though? If there was people on glaciers and they're like, I want to get down there really fast. And they're like,
Then they
pull
do some-
bark off a tree and they,
That's ice surfing.
but they, all right, I see. All right, sure. Okay. All right. So, never been outside of the United States. I studied mechanical engineering in college and I hate longboarding.
Okay. Well, that's easy because I know that you went to film school.
Okay.
So your lie is that you studied mechanical engineering in college.
All right. You're wrong. Yeah! Boom! Boom!
What?
First,
You studied cars?
I got last episode. I got the victory with the trolley cubes, the exploding cubes, and this one I got this one. Boom! 2. I want to like.
We're gonna fight after
I'm gonna
this
put a
and settle the
scoreboard
score.
right above the Rat Pack right there, and it's gonna be the score.
I don't believe you. You went to mechanical engineering school.
So before I went to film school, I studied mechanical engineering
Okay.
at Bethel University in Arden Hills, Minnesota, and it was very difficult. But I did. I wanted to be a car designer. So
Interesting.
Pretty awesome.
So that makes sense with your love of cars, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So why do you hate dry surfing, longboarding?
well, you didn't ask where I've been outside of the United States, but I guess that's not really important.
I don't care about that.
Yeah.
probably
So the I heavily dislike. I hate longboarding because I've always thought it's one of those activities that you see. It usually only comes up when you see people wiping out or getting hurt really bad. And every once in a while there'd be some extreme Mountain Dew commercial, and it's like some dude in an aero suit and he's tearing down a hill. But I had some buddies in college that did it. This is when I was studying engineering.
What state is this in?
This is in Minnesota. So
Y'all longboarded in Minnesota?
yeah, we have hills. Goodness.
Is there like times when there's not snow there?
Hashtag ignorant. So I'm
It's ignorant.
not even gonna acknowledge that comment. So, but yeah, there's snow there right now. So I had a buddy, and he kept trying to get me to longboard, but every time he would tell me about it, he would tell me about some time that one of his friends wiped out. Like he told me once he had a buddy hit a speed bump on a longboard, and he was wearing flip flops, and I never saw any pictures of it or anything, but it's still burned into my memory just hearing about it in graphic detail. So I thought to myself, I'm not doing that, because I had my skateboarding phase in junior high, and I snowboarded a lot in high school and knocked myself out a couple times. May have went to the hospital once, and And there was a year or 3 where I got knocked out a lot. And I thought, I should probably cut back on that, on extreme sports, It's going to be very sensible. Well, so I'm one day comes and my buddy comes to me and he says, hey, let's longboard. Let's do it today. Let's do it. I was like, dude, I've already told you I don't want to do this. I'm gonna injure myself. I know the Griffin family. We're not the most physically coordinated.
Your limitations.
Right. And he's like, hey, we'll take it real easy. I've got my roommate's board. You can use it. It's a good board. We'll just go down some real easy slopes. I was like, all right.
Bunny hills.
Yeah, some bunny hills. Exactly. With asphalt and cars. So so we go out. I decide I'm going to do this. We go to a parking lot with a really gentle slope. We go down the hill. Oh, hey, what's up? I guess you want attention right now. You're going to present your cat butt to the crowd. That's great.
We can blur that out.
I should go back to this big blur. So we went down the first hill in a parking lot, and it was super easy, and I started kind of feeling the adrenaline.
So you did a good job.
I was like, this is fun. I can see this being entertaining. I see
Yeah.
why people want to do it. He's like, all right, let's go to another one. I was like, all right. So he did not ease into this one. We went to the steepest hill on campus, and it went straight down, and then it went past the gymnasium, and it took a turn and went 180 degrees. So it was like this, okay? Whoop, whoop. So you have to take a hard right turn. And I don't know why I agreed. I don't know if he had slipped something in my drink earlier, and he was just like, hey, I'm going to be really agreeable all of a sudden. But
Did he go down first?
Yeah, he was ahead of me. And so we start rolling down this hill. I take the right. I'm doing okay. I'm feeling pretty confident about myself. But as I hit the second straight, the way his buddy's board was set up was it was geared more for turning.
Okay.
Probably slower speeds, not for high speed.
Yeah.
And so it was very loose, and if you leaned on it, you could turn at a pretty decent angle. Mm-hmm. Well, as I picked up speed, it started wobbling and going out of control. And I couldn't regain it, and I started going like this, started snaking. So finally it kicked me off. I'm telling a story here, buddy. You're going to lay down? Cool. Are we good? Can I keep telling this story?
He's looking at something.
I don't know what he's looking at. There's someone about to assault us in the studio here. We don't know.
Or maybe we're going to get swatted.
Yeah. Well, we're not doing this live, so they can't find the IP address.
That's true.
Hashtag, please don't try that. So the board kicks out from under me. I fly out, and I hit the ground, and my face hits the pavement.
Oh.
It knocks me out.
You hit face first?
I landed on my side, and my face, actually this side of my face hit, and I rolled off the road. I don't have scars there. I might. I do have scars. I have this scar here. I have a chunk that was taken out of my shoulder, and then my right hip my legs got it too, but my right hip, because my shirt pulled up and I scraped around on the ground.
I've always thought your hip looked weird.
You're like, what's up with your hip, brah?
Yeah.
So I rolled off the road, and I woke up. I don't know how long had passed, and my buddy was still not to me. He was probably just like, oh, nice.
He's not going to walk back up that hill.
Yeah. I was pretty much at the bottom of the hill at this point. And I remember waking up and a car going by, but not stopping.
Was it like flying by?
No, it just drove slowly by. It's like, just drove by and didn't bother to ask. This has happened to me before. I took my golden retriever, Duncan, okay? I took him running one night when I lived in Wisconsin. I was training for soccer. I was running down 7th Street, and it was really dark, and all these people had put the brush out at the end of the streets. And I had him on a leash, and I was running along, and this car comes down the road towards me, and it's very, very dark out with his brights on, with his high beams, right? No, we are not talking right now. And so I'm blinded, and I'm still kind of running along. Well, I ran right into a brush pile, and it tripped me, and I fell basically face first down into all these, branches and whatnot. One branch actually stabbed into my leg, my upper thigh, and I had a hole there for 4 years, and it finally kind of healed up. I think there was probably a piece of wood in there and whatnot.
So you have issues with movement.
And they drove by slowly too, and never stopped to ask if I was okay, because they were probably laughing too hard. Like, we should probably stop.
Were you in the country of Samaria?
Yeah, these are... Well, and that's the thing, too. Okay, so this story, longboarding, I was at a Bible college, okay?
Oh.
And these people
so they even know the story of the Good Samaritan.
Stop to see if I was okay.
Wow.
Bad Samaritans.
Yeah.
Bad. Except they would have been the first group. I guess it holds to the story, because the first group was all, like, religious
dude had,
people.
like, 2 people walk past,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
2 different people.
Yeah, like the Pope went by.
Yeah.
That's not true. So I get up. I kind of shake myself off. I remember having like pieces of teeth in my mouth, but because when I hit the ground, my jaw, hit really hard. Walked all the way back to my dorm, and it was on the other side of campus, and I was in a lot of pain. So I got back there, and I had gravel in my hands, on my side, and so
your hip hole.
Yeah, my hip hole. So we used Purell to clean it out, and it hurt really, really bad. And then that night, I was about to get into bed, and as I was walking to bed, I started blacking out, and I fell on my bed. And at that point, I thought I should probably get checked out because I may have a concussion. Went to the nearest hospital, waited in the waiting room for 6.5 hours.
Oh, well, by then you're probably better.
I was actually fine. All they did is they did a better job bandaging me up. They're like, "You're good. We'll send you the bill." I'm like, "Oh, please only be a bill for like bandages and stuff." And it wasn't. It was a lot more. So, so that's
American
why
healthcare.
I hate longboarding.
Well, I'd say that's pretty
and if you like
reasonable.
longboarding, that's awesome. Some people who get hit by cars don't like cars. Some people who were in wars don't like war. I don't like longboarding. All right, cool. Welcome back. That was a quick impromptu.
After we were so rudely interrupted
I
with
know,
that cut, right?
With the hoo-ha.
Let's. I heard that you had a funny picture you found on the internet.
Yes. So this
Show it to me.
will be our pick of the week.
Yes.
So I came across this. I think it's hilarious how police departments have Twitter accounts now.
Yeah, it's like they've got to be relevant socially.
Right.
Now.
People won't know that there's out there people protecting them. I don't. There's no police force. I don't see them on Twitter. Okay,
That Twitter's verified too. It's got the blue check.
It's got a
on
little
it.
check and
Yeah.
everything. Okay, so this comes from the NYPD 110th precinct. Too bad it's not the 9-9, the Brooklyn 9-9. You watch that show?
Andy Samberg. Sandaly Amberg.
But this comes from the NYPD 110th precinct, and it says there's a picture, but I'll read the caption first. It says, "This is the loud truck, or this is the truck that has been playing loud, all caps, music in the junkyards at night." They said
in the junkyard.
and they say plural too, yards. So I don't know if it's going there. But it says the owner is now in our cell.
Ooh.
Boom! What a statement. And so if you look at the picture, it's up on the screen here. This takes
Oh my gosh.
speakers to an extreme. So there's doors, and then there's doors on the doors.
So those fold out then.
Yeah, it's like it's
You know,
a
I've got that little
transformer.
Moonbeam van in GTA Online with all the speakers in the back. That puts my van to shame.
It to shame. And
Wow.
I can only imagine. I mean, it looks like a transformer, and so I can only imagine that the person they have in captivity is Michael Bay.
He seems, and junkyards line up. He's looking for transformer parts.
Right. He's always in there like, "Where's Bumblebee?"
Yep.
This is actually, not many people know, but Transformers is a documentary and not
It
a
really
active
happened.
fiction.
All right, you wanna see
it's
my picture?
Happening.
So I found this picture on Reddit,
Okay.
and
Where you
a
find
dude
most things.
a dude named Sked Legend posted this to R Funny, and boom, it's on the screen.
Oh,
All right, so
gravy.
this is a guy's yearbook entry, and and so we've got what looks like a young Samwell Tarly from Game of Thrones. The quote says, "Life is though, but it's thougher if you are stupid." John Wayne.
At least he got the right its. He didn't put ITS. He got the apostrophe right, but
So obviously it was supposed to be tougher,
right.
versus though
Life,
um,
life is really though.
And some
right
people
now.
do funny yearbook quotes on purpose.
Right.
That could have been, who the yearbook editor's error, or that could have been, him. He that hat doesn't look big.
No.
That's a tiny hat.
It looks like, if you look at it right, it looks like he just has a bouffant, like a tiny little. It's just an extension of his hairdo.
What's that hat called that Aladdin wears?
A hat.
Matt Smith's Doctor Who also wears it. Oh, what's it called? I feel like it starts with a T. It's like the little red Aladdin hat.
Yeah,
With
I
the
know what
little,
you're
with
talking
the little
It's a little teacup.
tassel.
It's a little bowl. It's a little
Man,
cereal
what's that
bowl.
called?
It's
If you know what that's called, throw that in the comments because I don't remember and I'm not taking
Please.
the time to Google
And then
it.
write a review on it.
Yeah. So anyway,
Counting in
but that
US.
definitely made me laugh. A
Yeah.
lot. So
Man, I'll tell you what, we're in though times right now.
when times get though,
The economy-
the though get going.
People can't come to an agreement, and but no matter how though it gets, you just gotta believe.
Hey, I have a great idea.
Yeah,
We're gonna take a personality quiz.
we're gonna do our personality quiz right now.
Yeah, I'd say we do it right now.
All right. Are you done yet?
Oh, yep, I am. Man, my guy doesn't look that awesome at all. I thought...
Well, he doesn't have any facial hair, so that's an instant down.
No offense if you don't have any facial hair. I just like having facial hair on my facial.
It's very important. Oh,
whoa.
You hit your head trying to get up, buddy.
All right, so this quiz, while it's not an official, I don't even know what those personality quizzes are called. Like my wife takes
lay
and
down.
stuff.
Goodness.
This is from a show that neither of us have watched called One Tree Hill. And from my understanding, it's basically like Smallville with no superpowers. Is that right?
Correct.
In basketball,
Correct.
There's basketball in it, and I guess only one tree. So that's lame. Butters. Did you get your result?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hit my result first. I got, and if you're a fan of the show, you can let me know whether this is good or not.
Get out of my bowl. Ah, no. You stink. You're eating my tiny toast. Out of here.
I am Nathan. This guy right here, Nathan.
We'll put it up on the screen.
Let's see if this is true.
I have the rights for that.
Due to your upbringing, you used to be a bit of a rebel and a bad seed, but you've changed over the years. You still have your problems, but you've settled down and cut the negative relationships from your life. Your own dreams are very important to you and something you continue to pursue, but the happiness of your family comes first.
Wow. That's super
That's
deep.
actually pretty accurate for me.
Yeah. Totes my goats.
I'm gonna find his Wikipedia page on this character and see what this guy's about.
I got a character that I don't know if this is incorrect. It says I am Mouth.
His name is Mouth.
My name I'm Mouth.
And you talk a lot.
But there's a face associated with him, so I think he's a person. It says people have often underestimated you due to your unconventional looks and quirky sense of humor. But you've always proven yourself in the end, the bitter end. Even though you sometimes feel like you don't fit in, you're always able to use your natural charisma and charm to make the best of any situation. Junior high! Your stunning personality has also helped you land some pretty hot lovers over the years.
You got some pretty hot lovers, huh?
Right. There was, there
was Mildred.
was Sheila.
There was Maud.
Yeah.
Joyce. This guy's a cougar hunter.
Leandria.
His actual wife is 72.
Yeah, she's in a home right now.
So I just pulled up the Wikipedia page for Nathan from One Tree Hill. It's got some interesting stats. His birth date is April-May. So that's interesting. Huh?
Millicent Huxtable, which
From The Cosby Show?
it sounds like some sort of law enforcement person. You just wait till the Huxtable gets down here, and then you
Click on her.
see
Let's see if she looks like Bill Cosby.
No, she's she loaded up.
She
also
does.
has a face and hair.
Nope, that is Bill Cosby. If I've ever seen Bill Cosby.
Yep. She's a face and eyes. And Millicent Huxtable
she's eating
McFadden.
some
That's a mouthful
Jell-O?
right there. Try to get through all those. So, I feel bad that I haven't seen any of this show. Truth be told, I've actually received a death threat over this show before.
Wow.
I worked at the CW for a little bit, and they were thinking of canceling the show before season 8, and people were not upset. So, got some threats for that. But that was cool.
But you're here and alive now.
I know,
so
right?
That's good.
So
well, we should watch an episode.
we should watch an episode, and we should commentate. Yeah.
If we're not busy like crying from how amazing it is.
Yeah, and the whole time I'm just gonna be like, "Where's Mouth?" So, well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for now.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to talk about with you.
Yeah, I'm pretty done.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm thinking this show is a huge mistake.
I think
and
I've
I need some
spent
time.
Way too much time with you.
Which means that after this, you should check out our other little bit on our channel, or one of them right now. It's called Vicarious Gaming.
Absolutely.
We're going to be putting up, if you checked out Crew, we're going to be doing some Minecraft, and we're going to be playing survival mode
on hard,
and we're gonna forge our own story.
Yes.
So there might be some characters. What are you up to?
He's
Did you
having
have
a hard
something
time
to say?
jumping lately.
You okay?
Yeah, but we're gonna play some games. You're gonna hear our commentary. You're gonna see him. I'm pretty sure I played more Minecraft than this guy.
I think that's fair to say.
So we'll see how he does, because there's zombies, there's skeletons, there's Nethermen, there's giant spiders. I don't know how well you do with that.
There's taxes. I hate taxes.
I'm gonna teach you how to evade your taxes when you're building your home in Minecraft. Tax evasion. We're gonna do it. But anyway, thanks for tuning in.
Make sure to like and subscribe. It helps us keep doing what we're doing.
And you'll get to see more videos from us if you subscribe.
That's
It's
really,
super,
really cool.
You just click the button. It's super easy.
And sound off in the comments if there's another product that you'd like us to review. Make sure to have some Tiny Toast. And
for us.
Seriously, we love that cereal. We're not being paid to present it to you. That cereal is just really awesome.
We just want other people to share
I'm
that joy.
not even petting him. He's just petting himself
He's
against
petting
my
you.
hands. He's petting me.
Cool.
Thanks
Well,
for joining us.
See you later.
Bye. Goodbye.
Oh, wow. We got till July 8th on this milk.
I know, right?